How's it going, everybody? Today we're going to go over the expression to bleed one dry or to bleed someone or somebody dry. This expression means to kind of take somebody's money, not just a little money, but most of, if not all of their money. Um, this could mean a variety of different scenarios or situations. Um, so for this is when we're either talking directly to somebody, so we would kind of use you, or we would be referring to somebody in the third person, such as like he or she. So I mean, for this lesson, I want to use the third person um, pronouns he or she because it's going to be like we're talking about these people who bled somebody that we know dry. They took all of their money. Now, just think of the literal expression to bleed dry. It's like like cutting open an animal and draining all of its blood out, just taking all of its life out. That's kind of where this expression comes from because you take all their money, you can take away. It's kind of like you're taking away their life in some respect. Let's just start off again. We're going to do third person pronouns for the sentence examples here. So I'm going to say he, and we're going to, this is typically when we use this expression, we usually use it in the past tense or in the kind of continuous, in the continuous sense. So let's start with past tense first with he. Okay, so I can say he. There's somebody I know that's a male. So he bled, and let's say it's me. He bled me dry. He bled me dry. He took all my money. So yeah, he bled me dry. Now the objective pronouns like me, you, them, they're very flexible. Let's say this male friend took all the money from a girlfriend of mine, a friend of mine who is a female. I can say, wow, he bled her dry. He bled her dry. You can say he bled him dry. So referring kind of to a male friend I may have. Now you can also use possessives here. And again, these are pretty flexible. So right here we've got my, your, his, and her. So let's just say, he bled my brother dry. He bled my brother dry. He took all of my brother's money. He pretty much, yeah, he took it. My brother is has no money now because of this male pronoun we're referring to. And again, there's other there's other subjects you can use, other objects. He bled his friend dry. He bled his friend dry. So in the in the flow chart that you have, the conversation flow chart you have, there are several variations you can take with this expression. So yeah, to bleed dry. This is the past tense form, and again, this is one of the in this kind of tense, it's very commonly referred to in. And the next tense is kind of the continuous sense, which means it's kind of happened in the past and it continues to happen today. It continues to happen now. In this case, we want to use bleeding dry. That means the act is happening now. It's happening now, and it's happened at some point in it started at some point in the past, and it continues to happen now. So again, I'm going to use the third person pronoun he. So he's bleeding me dry. He's bleeding me dry. That means I have a friend who is a male who is just taking away all of my money at this current moment. I can also use a possessive in the sentence. He's bleeding my brother dry. He's bleeding my brother dry. So, yes, this particular expression, there's a lot of different variations as you can see in the chart, and you can practice this yourself. But just to kind of go back over the expression again, this just means to kind of take someone's money. So it's like somebody is living with somebody and they're very high maintenance. They're always needing money or they're always borrowing money and not paying it back. So yeah, just bleeding a person dry. It's just to take their money. But anyways, that is the end of this lesson. Thank you very much for following along, and that's it. So thank you.